Once upon a time, in the quiet countryside of England, a baby girl was born who would one day change the world. It was July 1st, 1961, when Diana Frances Spencer came into the world at Park House, Sandringham. She was born into British aristocracy. Her father, John Spencer, was the 8th Earl Spencer, and her mother, Frances Roche, came from a noble family with close ties to the royal family. In fact, Park House was located on the estate of Queen Elizabeth II, so from the very beginning Diana's life was tied to royalty. Though she never imagined she'd one day marry a prince, Diana was the third of 4 children. She had 2 older sisters, Sarah and Jane, and a younger brother, Charles. But her childhood was not always happy. When she was just 6 years old, her parents' marriage began to fall apart. The divorce deeply affected young Diana, leaving emotional scars that she would carry for the rest of her life. After the separation, Diana lived mostly with her father at the family's ancestral home, Althorpe House, a vast estate with more than 90 rooms. Though she lived in a grand house, Diana's heart was simple and full of love. As a child, she was shy, kind, and caring. She loved animals, music, and especially children. Diana dreamed of becoming a ballerina, and she trained in dance, hoping to perform on stage. But as she grew taller, she was told she was too tall for ballet. Still, she never lost her grace, which later made her famous around the world. Diana's school life wasn't perfect. She wasn't strong academically, but she had a powerful emotional intelligence. She cared about people's feelings and often helped others in quiet, thoughtful ways. She attended several boarding schools, and though she didn't enjoy studying, she always stood out for her kindness and gentle nature. By her late teens, Diana moved to London and started living in a shared apartment with friends. To support herself, she worked as a nanny and later took a job as a kindergarten assistant. She loved being around children. It brought her joy and a sense of purpose. The children she cared for loved her back, and so did their parents. At just 18 years old, Diana lived an ordinary life for a young woman of her background. She took the bus to work, shopped for groceries, and cooked dinner with her roommates. She was completely unknown to the public, for now. But life had something very different planned for her. In the background, the royal family was looking for a suitable bride for Prince Charles, the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth and heir to the British throne. Charles had dated Diana's older sister Sarah briefly, and through that connection, he met Diana. At first, no one paid much attention. Diana was young, shy, and not from a royal bloodline. But Charles found something special in her. Her warmth, her gentleness, and the way she genuinely cared about others. In 1980, when Diana was just 19 years old, rumors began to swirl that she might be dating the prince. Paparazzi began following her everywhere. Her quiet life as a nanny was suddenly over. Without any training or protection, Diana was thrown into the spotlight. Her destiny was beginning to unfold, but no one, least of all Diana herself, could imagine what lay ahead. In just a few short months, she would go from being a shy kindergarten teacher to the most photographed woman in the world. And this was just the beginning.